everyone! This gorgeous artwork here is the cover of the new Chaos Knights limited edition Codex. And my god, this is... Alright, so first off, I'm like more Age of Sigmar than I am 40k. I'm way more like nature organic based than industrial behemoth based. However, this is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. You can practically hear this thing. So yeah, this alone gets me interested in the Chaos Knights, or Knights in general. Like I said, I'm not big on vehicles, but I might be after this. So yeah, we're just going to look at the Codex really quick, but this is going to be more of a, if you don't know anything about Chaos Knights, check this out. So I really like this Codex because, again, as someone that's not usually a gamer, it has a lot of lore supported by stunning visuals that make you, I mean, it gets you excited for the faction. That is one of my favorite things about either army books in Age of Sigmar or the codices, I think that's the plural, in 40k. So you get a good amount of lore in this for such a thin book. So just looking through it really quick, it goes through the different houses. And like I said, I didn't know anything about Chaos Knights other than they were like demon-possessed machines, obviously not very good guys, that can wreck everyone's face on the battlefield. But yeah, really thematic book. Yeah. Oh, this was something I liked about it a lot. And this might be a common thing that I just didn't know about. Dreadblades are essentially rogues within rogues. They are mercenary Chaos Knights, so they can be anything. Any background, any Chaos God. I love that concept where it's like, you know, why'd you paint your knight hot pink and cotton candy blue? Well, because he's Slaneshian and he's fueled by cotton candy. So, like, it can be anything. I love this concept, and this actually does have its own customizable stats later as far as stratagems and warlord traits and stuff like that. So it makes it way more customizable than just the standard box art kind of stuff. We got a thing on heraldry, which is super helpful because I didn't really know how to do that. We keep seeing these stunning pictures of really talented painters that go absolutely bonkers on these pauldrons. So it is quite a canvas, and I will show you guys the size of this model in just a sec. We're not going to go through everything here, but excuse me, it'll go through the general houses. Obviously, we got a more Nurgle themed one here. Like I said, lots of lore. This is like per house, and this alone gives so much painting inspiration. It's amazing. This is probably what I'm going to end up doing. They're former Mechanicum, I believe. I'd have to read through it again, but I love that green. I feel like green is not a very common thing you see in 40k outside of like the muted Nurgle or Sons of Medusa kind of stuff. So that's really cool. I like this. Awesome. Yeah, lots of inspiration for if you don't know what you want to go into already. Damn. So, very impressive models. Very easy to get excited about. This is spicy. This actually, you get two of these, what are they called? they're smaller mechs. They're smaller knights, essentially, but you get, I think there's 4 different builds, or 4 or 5 different builds. We'll look at them in the back in a sec. Just wanted you guys to be able to see what you get as far as things to get really amped about. This is fantastic too, because these are such big models. I feel like they're very intimidating, especially for newer painters. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to paint this like. I'm going to ruin it. But this gives you such good imagery to work with. Jeez. God, I love the hazard marking weathering too. Lots of good stuff to work with here. And this is probably, what, like a third? That's a half, yeah. So half the book is painting inspiration and lore. And then we get to doles, which I'm not going to cover as much because there are other way more advanced gamers than I am that can cover more of that with you. But I will tell you, as far as what you get in the battle box, you get 2 of these smaller knights here that you can build as, I believe it's 5, so these 4. And we got the Executioner, that's like the super long range guy. The Stalker is a little more mid-tier-esque. The Carnivore, which is, as is to be implied, the melee one. The Brigand, I think, is... it looks somewhat similar to this, but obviously more, a little more artillery-related. And then there's one more, the Huntsman. So he's kind of a mix of jack-of-all-trades, it looks like. So, pretty awesome. And then you get to your big chonks over here. Yeah, lots of different builds. So you get 2 of these. So you can basically build 2 of these smaller guys, and then you get the one ridiculously cool one. So lots of different loadouts. If you're looking for more rules-related, gear-related channels, I highly recommend Auspex. His channel is amazing when it comes to loadouts and what's best for actual gameplay, but from a painter's point of view, from just a general hobbyist point of view, this is a phenomenal book just for the artistic inspiration alone. So very cool. This comes with the box set. Alright, so here is the Chaos Knights Army set box with a very cool cover. And here is all the chaosy goodness you get inside. So this, you get 4 sprues for the big knight. And this will give you an idea of scale. I'll hold my hand behind this in a sec so you can see just how flipping huge this thing is. This is the here, I'm gonna move this. This is the weapons loadout here. Got a lot to work with. So if you're interested in magnetizing, this would be a good project for it. And then you have, let me get you these pauldrons here, because these are, look at the size of this. So this is female hand, what is that, like 7 inches? Yeah, that's like bigger than the size of my palm, and the pauldrons fit over that, so very large model. The largest I think I've done is a Storm Surge, so this kind of dwarfs that. But yeah, so you get 4 giant sprues of stuff in that one ridiculously large model. And then you get the 2 smaller guys. Duplicate sprues with a lot of different loadouts. I started cutting into one. I was like, I should probably show people what these look like. Again, lots of different loadouts. So very cool. A lot of good ideas that I kind of want to do. I think I'm gonna magnetize just because I love the look of all these. Look at God, look at that. Got that. You got the claws. Gorgeous. This is the Chaos Knights base. That's 170 millimeters, so very big. A lot of potential for very cool bases. And then the smaller ones are a mere 100, so still very large. And then, aside from those, you get... This is one of my favorite parts, actually. I love laminating these things and putting them up in my hobby room. You get a really cool thing of artwork, and I think my favorite part is this little guy, aside from this awesomeness, this little guardsman looking at the camera like, what? So, yeah, very fun. God, it's a great picture. And then you get decals in case you don't want to do any intricate freehand on your knights. Comes with the runes and stuff on their legs, comes with the house symbols, heraldry, so a lot of fun things to work with. And then you get your data cards. So, lot of good stuff in one big old box. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you get. And again, if you're looking for rule-based stuff, check out Auspex Tactics. You can definitely hook you up with that. And if you have any suggestions for a theme you would like to see me do, I am definitely open to suggestions. So thanks for joining me today, and until we meet again, happy hobbying.